The Jacksonville Jaguars are expected to sign Tim Tebow to a tight end position later this week. No details again have been solidified as far as the deal. I assume it's going to be a 1 year deal, as everybody else has been over the past year. Yeah, do you think this is a good move for them? I know we kind of talked about it when it was rumors a week or two back, but now that it seems like it's almost a done deal, what do you think Tim Tebow is going to bring to the table in Jacksonville?
There's two different things, two different opinions I have on this whole thing. And I think the early numbers for this contract was around the $9.6 million mark for this one season. So that's rough figures around what he's potentially is going to be offered. Back to my 2 points on this thing. One, great to see like ESPN went through a wildfire craze when when it was Tebow time. He brought the ratings up he was talked about all the time, all that type of stuff. Then he goes and plays baseball, still all over ESPN, still doing his thing. Now he wants to come back and play football. Urban Meyer did end up buying a house this offseason right next door to Tim Tebow, and people have joked that he's got Timmy running routes in the backyard and he's tossing him the ball. And I personally feel this move is more of this is more of a coaching role that Tim Tebow will be taking if he does get on the field. I'm not saying he's not going to get catches and stuff like that, but I feel like this is a role to get him in the building to transition into being a coach after one season or 2 seasons, however long he lasts. I feel like this is his last transition into becoming a coach. Urban Meyer and him obviously have a great relationship. So they've had that since Florida, back when they were there for the Gators. And yeah, so that's my take on that is one, he's trying to get him in the building to become a coach. And my second take on this thing is I'm just really disappointed in the NFL as a whole for Tim Tebow being able to go through all of what he's gone through and still come back and get a job, and all these guys who come out and still get jobs, and yet Colin Kaepernick is still not on an NFL roster, or at least has been given, like, call it whatever you want, like, about his whole tryout thing that he had last year. I think that was all bullshit. I really feel like there was no NFL team that actually was interested in giving him a shot at that time. They were just checking the boxes per the NFL asking them to. And it's really sad to see because he's definitely could be one of the top 32 quarterbacks in this league and still do a hell of a job. And he's a hell of a person too. And I don't know. I just really feel like either Tim Tebow should pump the brakes on him signing a contract and say, well, what about Cap? Or the NFL should come out and at least address a full on sincere apology to the guy, because it's not like, don't get me wrong, it's not like Kaepernick hasn't made any money since then. He's obviously still made money, and there's a documentary that's being made about him and all this other type of shit. But at the same time, he wanted to be a quarterback, and you took that from him over something that everybody in the goddamn country pretty much agrees with. And he even asked, like, people of the military on what he should do, and that's what he was told. So it's like, I don't know. It just gets my blood boiling to a certain point, seeing how fucking disgusting the NFL is in what they've, like, their own government, like we say all the time.